It's Devin Williams going to the New York Mets for 3 years for $51 million. I say to you, bye-bye now. What kind of bizarro world is Pete Alonso leaving town and Devin Williams is coming into town? Because you got to remember,
Unreal.
the general manager on the New York Mets was the general manager of the Milwaukee Brewers, and he's the guy that got Devin Williams into Major League Baseball. So now you got a reunion. But like Ken Rosenthal said on Foul Territory yesterday, he goes, the Mets are going to still need to go get a closer. So why the you get Devin Williams? Everyone has revisionist history here. Everyone's like, oh, he had a good second half of the season. Hey, asshole, the reason we brought him here was to be the closer. Brian Cashman had to do everything in his power to go up and get us a brand new bullpen, and Devin Williams was healthy in here. Wasn't like he was hurt and they had to go get guys. Devin Williams was in the fucking building. Jonathan Loaisiga was shit in the bed. His sixth inning he was assigned to. And then that's why he got the name Lev Dev, is because he could only pitch in the sixth inning. And when he would, he'd strike out the side. But as soon as they started ratcheting up the heat, as soon as they started turning the heat up on that pot and boiling that frog, seventh inning, eighth inning, bye-bye now. That's why Devin Williams cannot pitch in New York. So how the is this guy going to pitch in Queens?
Adios, buddy. How do you even begin to try to get into the head of the Mets leadership or Mets fans, for that matter? From a lot of the people that I spoke to that are Mets fans, friends of mine, that I kind of sent this to, I was like, thanks for taking out my trash. And it's like, the guy is super inconsistent. You and I were there how many times this year where he blew a game? He is the reason the Yankees were where they were at the end of the season. He gave up a home run to Pete Alonso.
Yeah. Well, maybe he broke Devin Williams, and now he's on my team, and now that doesn't work too much.
Now, with all due respect,
I told somebody here on YouTube, they wrote back, hey, maybe Devin Williams can join the Mets and be one of the best closers in baseball. I go, do me a favor, pause for 30 seconds, and then read that sentence out loud, okay? The Mets. You got to remember who the we're talking to. These guys just had a $300 million collapse last year. Their locker room is a disaster zone with Lindor and Nimmo going at each other, and then all the Met fans coping the whole time saying, that's just a leak after a guy leaves. So what, the story's not true? No, it is true. Then you get Juan Soto who comes in, who gets taken into every practice like he's a Roman emperor, where they got 6 guys on his shoulder throwing rose petals at his ass. Like, that's not going to start some fucking kind of jealousy. Who Lindor, who's been there taking all the shells and the slings and arrows for years before Juan Soto showed up, and now fucking Juan shows up and he's going to be like, oh, my family needs their own box. So you get Devin Williams now, who can't pitch in New York. He's made one good payday now with the Mets. Dude, good fucking luck. I wish you the best.
Adios.
Just like Sonny Gray going to Boston. Do you want to pay $36 million for a guy that can't pitch in New York? Have at it.
That guy's got some balls.
Oh, coming out and saying that. Well, yeah. So if you guys...
he says that now because everybody was like, you suck. You're not built for the Bronx. He's like, well, fuck that man. Like, fuck him.
Yeah.
Give me a break, man. Give me a break. That made me... It's like, this guy got some balls. Now he's going to go up there and fucking fish out all the Boston fans and get them. Yeah, he hates the fucking Yankees. Well, they're all going to fucking cheer for him, and it's going to be this big
that's part of my
thing. Break, man.
That's part of it, is because,
and of course it is. Of course it's this is him coming up there. So even when he sucks, they still cheer for him because he hates the Yankees. The fuck up.
It's the ugly sweater party.
Garbage.
It's the ugly sweater
garbage party, Eric. It's the garbage party.
So what I mean by that
he came off of Cy Young, number 2 for the Cy Young that year. The year before he came to the Yankees, he was like number 2 in the right, number 2 or number 3 for the
Yeah.
Cy Young the year before he
Yeah.
came, and then he just shit the bed in the Bronx.
He was a
He
pitched
pitched opening day that year, I think.
He was a postseason scratch. First of all, he was such a liability. We couldn't pitch him in the postseason. The only time that he's pitched well is in Cincinnati and in St. Louis, where the Serbia of baseball. Okay, I mean the Siberia. Sorry. Now the biggest thing is what I was saying about the ugly sweater party is the whole. I grew up a Yankee fan. You know what? I always liked the Red Sox of the 90s. A-Rod started this nonsense, that phony, when he said that, I grew up as a Queens Mets fan. And then he gets to the Yankees and he's like, Joey's wanted to be a Yankee. And it's like, well, which one is it? So now the ugly sweater party, it's jumped the shark. Every guy that gets there, they're going to say they were a diehard Yankee fan growing up. They tell these guys to say it. Carlos Rodon said it. Garrett Cole's got the poster set up. Like they're always the biggest Yankee fans until they're fucking not. And if Sonny Gray came here and pitched well, he'd still be here. And it's not us, it's you, bro. And I was going to say that, and I said this earlier, and you can check out the link in the video at the end of this video, is the fact that if you think fucking playing in New York is tough, wait until you go up to Beantown.
Straight up. They're fucking ruthless up there.
You have 5 states in your ass now. See, if you're a professional athlete in New York and you walk out of your door and you're a Yankee, at least you might run into a Met fan. You might run into somebody that doesn't even like baseball at all. You might run into somebody that's going to tell you go fuck yourself before they're a baseball fan. But once you walk out of your door and you're a Boston Red Sox player from half of Connecticut, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, Vermont, the state of Massachusetts itself, they're going to be like, yeah, great game last night, asshole. What? Where'd you come from? Your plumber, your electrician, the people holding the fucking door open for you, bro. It's going to be like a Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we're intense fans, and I don't like to give Boston credit for anything, but I will give them credit for saying that they are real fans.
Yeah,
and they are going to be in that ass if you're not doing good. And just be prepared for that. You're out here talking all this shit. Just be prepared you got to perform. That's a pretty big stage up there too. It's not the big city, but it's a big stage.
Because, man, listen, the Boston, I tell people all the time, it's like, do you hate the Red Sox fans? It's like, no, I hate the Red Sox. I don't hate the Red Sox fans because if I was born 15 miles north, I would be the biggest masshole that you know. I'd be the biggest fucking green monster masshole because I'd be a Boston Red Sox fan. And just with the same passion that I'm a Yankees fan, I would have been a Boston Red Sox fan. And don't chop this up, by the way, for the future and fucking try some funny shit, making me say I'm a Red Sox fan. But you know what I mean. Let's go to Sonny Gray's recording on what he said. And by the way, I hope the guy can pitch better than he can fucking speak because he sounds like an unprepared 6th grader with his diorama in his hand that his mom made. Let's go to the videotape.
My decision to come to Boston it feels good to me to go to a place now where it's easy to hate the Yankees, right? It's easy to go out and have that rivalry and go in it with
the fuck is this mumbling, bumbling, stumbling fucking prick talking about?
Like, what the even is that? And I mean,
like
enough.
Hold on, let's hear that one more time, Pat.
And have that rivalry and go in it with full force.
Come on, you stuttering prick. You asshole, what's your hat too tight, Sonny Gray? So you're a bumbling prick. We don't like you either. And sayonara. And I can't
fucking
wait
rocks,
to see him with a fucking 6+ ERA in Fenway. But the point I was going to make before, Pat, is that we do not only do we have things in common with the Boston Red Sox fans that we're out of our minds, is that our organizations are kind of running the same fucking deal. Like, so think about this. In the early 2000s, we had the arms race against Boston Red Sox. It was like, okay, Red Sox got this guy. Well, it was, let's do the pecking order correct. The Yankees got this guy. The Red Sox would catch up. That was the way it fucking happened, okay? Now, both of them are having like a detractor war where it's like, who can spend money improperly the best? You know? Like, the Sonny Gray, like $36 million. It's fucking, that's lunacy.
Yeah.
So they're crying hunger and poverty, but then they go buy like, okay, it's like remodeling your bathroom and not spending money on a toilet, but getting a fur sink for your vanity, like a fur-lined sink. You know, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
now
what the hype
frustration-
is on this guy is how could there even be any hype around this guy?
Look at the fucking lifeless eyes, like a doll's eyes. Look at that guy. Though there is nobody upstairs, and if they are upstairs, they're probably on fentanyl.
I just don't understand. I mean, from where he was to where he is now, and none of it makes sense. When I saw this yesterday, I texted Bobby Digital. He texted me, and I was like, yo, do you hear about this Sonny Gray thing? And he was like, what did that cunt have to say? You know, and like,
Yeah.
it's like, because everybody's like, yo, give me a fucking break. This guy's gonna run his mouth after what he did here. Give me a fucking break, man.
Yeah, there's no reason.
Like it was our fault you sucked here. Give me a fucking break,
And
man.
Pat, you know, it would be one thing if you're a great orator. Let's go back to the videotape.
It feels good to me to go to a place now where, you know what, it's easy to hate the Yankees, right? It's easy to go out and have that rivalry and go in it with full force.
My question is, where were you prior that you couldn't go full force into your Yankee hatred? Is there a police squad in St. Louis that hinders you from hating the Yankees? Let's go to that again.
It feels good to me to go to a place now where, you know what, it's easy to hate the Yankees, right? It's easy to go out and have that rivalry and go in it with full force, full steam ahead. I like the challenge.
If this guy sat in front of you and was going for the water boy position, I wouldn't hire him because I would think that he's putting something in the water.
I
wouldn't give him
still
$36 million to be our number 2 fucking starter on the Boston Red Sox. That's why I'm saying these owners, Hal and Hancock, get together, no Diddy, in Martha's Vineyard. They fucking match up yachts and they go, yo, let's gaslight the fuck out of these cocksuckers, okay? So the massholes and the Janko fans join forces and completely storm the gates. Storm the gates and make
we're not making any money while we toast on our fucking yacht.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, listen, it's going to be, they're going to jack up the prices again this year. And you're going to have season ticket. Have they called you yet?
My ticket's already paid for.
So they don't need to call you. You got to make them work. Can I talk to them for you?
Listen, I like my seats. I like where I am. I want to be like,
get me on the fucking horn. We'll be sitting by the field. We'll be sitting by the field by noon. Hey, let's go to that right now. Smokey Gator _239 says, a live show. Fuck yeah, fellas. What's going on, Smokey Gator? Sonny is one of those gay Vandy boys. Oh, yeah. He looks like a Vandy dandy boy. Also,
dude, I'm just not into it. I can't understand what would make him do that. Now he is like, we forgot about him. You know what I mean? Who even, like, he never even came up in conversation.
It's like
maybe once or twice over the past
who the
couple
fuck
years.
is this guy? Like, John is like, fuck is this guy?
Exactly. And now all of a sudden, now you want to come and you want to poke us like this? Give me a fucking break.
I think
poke an entire fan base that was like, nah, all right, the guy sucked, but let him walk, let him
He's
fade
coming
off into fucking
Frankie
history.
Montas'
Great.
crown of stealing the most money from New York franchises.
Unreal.
Because Frankie Montas,
I want my money back, Erik.
yeah, exactly. He is the same as Sonny Gray is the same as Frankie Montas. They come here from Cincinnati. They're going to get paid a boatload of money to get hurt and not pitch well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Well, Boston, hey, listen, man, that's all good with me. Get as many bad pitchers as you possibly can. And yes, the Red Sox.
It's not about him
I say this
going
on the show, but Lucas Giolito. I don't understand why you guys would let a right-handed pitcher like Lucas Giolito leave the building when you can go get Sonny Gray in a trade for 2 ready arms out of your bullpen. Makes no sense, but you know what? I love when the Boston Red Sox make themselves worse. But
absolutely. I mean, I'm not complaining that he went there. I just don't like what he said.
Yeah,
great
no.
he's
Yeah,
there. It's great for us that he's there, but
yeah, it's like Will Smith said, keep our fucking name out of your mouth. The Yankees need to start doing something. They need to. I'm starting to get a little impatient here.
I don't know. I got the winter meetings next week, so let's see what happens. And let's see what happens out of that. I'm not ready to get like nuts yet.
But Toronto is moving with a sense of urgency that I haven't seen in over 20 years. So
because they know it's do or die right now. For them, they're on that run. They got this is their window.
Strike, and with that looming strike in 27, it's either people are going to completely bail, and they're going to they're going to it's going to be like a hurricane's coming, Pat. And either some teams are going to board their windows up and hunker down and be like, guys, let's just get through the next 2 years and let's lick our wounds and then we'll come out of it. Or the other. And people are going to go and rebuild the Death Star and go for a World Series right now because there might not be baseball in 2 years. So it's going to be a very, very interesting offseason. I waver in between wanting Tucker and Bellinger and not wanting either of them because now it's gotten to the point where they want us to pay $38 million for Cody Bellinger. Fuck that noise. He's not that good. Cody Bellinger doesn't deserve a $10 million raise for what he did last year. And it's also a two-way street in the fucking batting order. When you got Aaron Judge in front of you hitting 411, bro, you're going to look a lot better too in a contract year. You know what, man? Listen, if the Toronto Blue Jays want to overpay for Cody Bellinger, like, I don't think the Blue Jays add Cody Bellinger in that World Series. Because obviously we got rid of Juan Soto. We added Cody Bellinger. And where were we last year?
Yeah,
we were in Cancun watching the World Series.
Yep.
So I don't know.
We're gonna have to see, man. I mean, I don't even want to get too jammed up here with the whole thing until like it plays out because I've been going back. I know you are, but it's like the whole thing is like it's frustrating, the back and forth and the indecision and the this and the that, the speculation and the back and forth. And I read something fucking different every day. And I'm at the point now where I'm like, all right, like, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens next week. Let's see if we get, what's his name? Imami or whatever the fuck his name is from Japan.
We don't need him.
I know you don't like that move.
It's not that I don't like it. It's not that I don't like it. I just think that their thinking is misguided. They want a Japanese player to bring revenue into this fucking team. Cheap Hal sees dollar signs. He doesn't see a fucking pitcher. He doesn't care about if he's a right-hander that's undersized, who's got a lot of mileage on his fucking engine from the Japanese league.
Mm-hmm. You're right about those things.
Guy's been pitching for 8.5 years. We're going to give him an 8-year contract for $200 million. What, so he can break down like Tanaka and go back to Japan 4 years into the fucking contract without an opt-out? When you have guys like, yes, I will fucking invoke his name again, Lucas Giolito, when you got guys like Michael King for $6 to $10 million a year, you have smarter fixes, bro. You don't need to go out and get a Japanese player with blonde hair for no fucking reason because you want 100 reporters to follow him.
You're right. I mean, I somewhat disagree with you on what his durability is going to be and how he's going to be in the league. I think he's going to be good in the league.
Please expand on that.
I think he's going to be, Japanese players are built different, right? So I think they're a different breed of player, and you see it most of the time. You're right with Tanaka. I get what you're saying.
I think, yeah. Go
I
ahead.
understand what you're saying, and you have a valid point. I think that it could go either way with the guy.
I
You know,
agree. I think we don't know.
he's undersized like you. He's undersized like you. So like you said, you're gonna live 50 fucking years longer than everybody else because you're fucking, you know.
Yeah, well, listen,
the way
I
it
don't,
is,
but
you know?
guess what? I don't like that in my pictures. That's great. Hey, listen, man, I like that size in my pictures. Okay, I like my
got you.
pictures to be your size. I like them to be 6'4" plus and throwing motherfucking heat. I
got
don't
you.
want them breaking down after a long season. Also, you have to remember, Japanese baseball has 6-man rotations. They don't have 5-man rotations
Mhm.
like they do in the United States. So now you're bumped up one. Now the time that you have to start. Yes, Yamamoto, but they're all going to need Tommy John, bro. They blew it out last year to win a World Series, and I respect that immensely. What those guys did showed fucking intestinal fortitude, showed greatness. Those guys are great baseball players, but this is the problem. I think we might have missed the boat a little bit when it's a copycat league, and they're already here. And
Mhm.
now every fucking guy, just like Cody Bellinger and Kyle Tucker, they look so much better. This is one of the worst free agency markets all time in Major League Baseball hot stove, guys.
Mhm.
So everybody looks better. It's like seeing a woman at an AA meeting. If she's a 4, she gets bumped up to a 7 because you could swing a dead cat and never hit a woman at a fucking meeting. So that's the point I'm trying to make. They all look better than they really are. And all of us sitting here before the fucking owners' meetings, before the fucking winter meetings, before all this, and we sit here and we pontificate and we put it around in a gas chamber and sniff our own farts. Guess what? The only place you're going to get the real shake from, the only place you're going to get the real news, because I'm here for 12 hours a day at this desk, folks, is New York Minute Sports. So don't forget to put a notification on. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. And remember, if you can't be good, be bad, baby.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Canada. Since I started growing this mustache, though, right? Well, not growing it. It's been growing me. I've been, like, yearning to, like, gamble on horses, go to Miami and do some sketchy shit. It's like the movie Venom. Did you ever see Venom, where he latches on to the guy, the symbiote, you know? That's this mustache. This mustache wants me to do until I fall down in somebody's front yard and the cops wake me up with their baton in the morning. That's what this thing wants me to do. So if you keep hearing me like randomly say shit on the show, that's all it is. It's the mustache speaking.